Hello grade 2, and today we're going to continue with Unit 4, Earth's Surface, Lesson 1, Where is Water Found on Earth, Part 3b. I hope you guys are ready. For today, we're going to cover the following points. Lesson 1, Where is Water Found on Earth, Water Through Seasons section, page 193, and Revision on Liquid or Solid section. Are you guys ready? Let's start. We open our books to page 193. Water through the seasons. Look at the pictures to explore a lake in the summer and in the winter. What do you guys observe? Take a minute. So this is the lake in the summer, and then this is the lake in the winter. Correct. During summertime it is liquid, and during winter time it changes into solid. It freezes, right? Why do you think? Correct, because in the summertime it is really hot and we have high temperatures, but then during winter time it's too cold and the temperature drops and becomes too low, so the lake will freeze. Clear? If it is made of fresh water, it will freeze completely. Let's read together. Temperatures are warmer in summer and cooler in winter. This is a pattern. Sometimes it gets cold enough that water freezes. So when we say a pattern, something that is repeated, I'm going to read it one more time, then I'm going to explain. Temperatures are warmer in summer and cooler in winter. This is a pattern. Sometimes it gets cold enough that water freezes. So they're telling us that the temperatures are warmer in summertime. We know it is really hot in summertime and we go to the beach to swim and feel a bit cooler, right? But then they're saying that it is cooler in winter or colder, which means it is really cold, okay? And this is a pattern. Each year, every year, during summertime, okay, the temperatures are warmer. And during winter time, the temperatures are cooler or colder, which means it becomes really low. And they're telling us that sometimes when it is cold enough, the water will freeze, which means when the temperature drops low enough, like 0 degrees Celsius and even below, the water will freeze. Okay? Clear so far? So each year, every year, temperatures are warmer in summer and cooler or colder in winter. Clear? So they are warmer in summer and cooler or colder in winter. This is a pattern. Remember, what do we mean by a pattern? Pattern is something that is repeated each year, every year. During summertime, temperatures are warmer, and during wintertime, temperatures are colder or cooler. Clear? So far, so good? And when it becomes really low during wintertime, the water will freeze. Okay? Let's move on. Remember guys, whatever Miss Yara underlines, you guys underline it in your book as well. So each year, every year, during summertime, temperatures are warmer, and during wintertime, temperatures are cooler or colder. Clear? Exercise time. Let's wear our thinking caps on. Write liquid or solid to classify each body of water. What do we mean by the word classify? It means to state. What do you guys see? What is it? Is it liquid or solid? In the first picture, what do you guys think? Is it liquid or solid? Excellent! It is liquid, correct. What about the second picture? Observe carefully. We could see some pieces of frozen water which is turned into ice. What do you guys think? It is solid, correct. It is solid. What about the third picture? Let's observe carefully. It is liquid, correct. What about the last picture? It is what? If we observe carefully, we could see small pieces of ice, which means it is solid, correct. Why? Because the oceans do not freeze completely, so parts of them freeze, small parts, okay? Why? Now we're gonna review together. Are you guys ready? You copy them neatly and properly on your book. If you were unable to watch the video, an answer key will be provided later on. Don't worry. Okay? We move on. Liquid or section, or liquid or solid revision section. Are you guys ready? As we said, in warm places, bodies of water are liquid, right? Are liquid. In cold places, Ponds, rivers, and lakes may freeze if the temperature is low enough. How do I know if it is low enough? We remember together. Each time, every time, each time, every time, each time, every time I say fresh water, I think at what temperature does fresh water freeze? Fresh water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. Fresh water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. So if the temperature is 0 degrees Celsius and below, then of course the fresh water will what? Will freeze. And what else? Excellent. And the lakes, ponds, and rivers that have fresh water will freeze. Clear? What about ocean water? Ocean water freezes at minus 2.2 degrees Celsius. Ocean water freezes at minus 2.2 degrees Celsius. So each time, every time, each time, every time, each time, every time I ask, at what temperature does the fresh water freeze? Fresh water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. At what temperature does the fresh water freezes? Fresh water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. What about ocean water? Ocean water freezes at minus 2.2 degrees Celsius, and these are patterns. So each time, every time, each time, every time I ask, at what temperature does the fresh water freeze? We say fresh water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. What about ocean water? Ocean water freezes at minus 2.2 degrees Celsius again. Ocean water freezes at minus 2.2 degrees Celsius. Now we said that the ocean water freezes partially, but the fresh water freezes completely. Why does the ocean water freeze partially? Let's remember, what are the patterns of ocean? An ocean will never freeze completely, or ocean water will never freeze completely. 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 Why? Because it is too big, and it is salty, and it moves too much. So it's because of three main reasons why the ocean water does not freeze completely. First of all, because it is too big. Then it is salty, and the salt stops the water from freezing completely. And because it moves too much, so the water does not freeze completely. Clear? So far so good? So what are the patterns of oceans? All oceans will never freeze completely. All oceans will never freeze completely. All oceans will never freeze completely. Why? Because of three main reasons. One, because it is too big. All oceans are too big. That's one. Two, all oceans have salty water, and the salt stops the water from freezing completely. And because it moves too much, okay? And because it moves too much, it doesn't freeze completely. One more time. What are the patterns of oceans? All oceans will never freeze completely. All oceans will never freeze completely. Why? Because it is too big. One, because two, it is salty. It has salty water. Three, it moves too much. That's it. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed.